Are you kidding me? What the heck happened? Did the servers die again? I'm gonna check on this. What the heck? Alright, apparently the servers died about an hour ago, only for a few minutes, and they're back up and they're just still recovering because the login servers are a bit outdated. And then on top of that, there was another server crash apparently about 12 hours ago, so, a little bit worried. This could be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we finally joined a grand company. We joined the Order of the Twin Adder, and we helped to rescue Biggs and Wedge, two engineers from Garland Ironworks, who have come to assist the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in managing Magitech technology within Eorzea. Today, we have a new job from Minfilia for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, so let's get started. Minfilia needs you to investigate the Sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gizzle-greens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Alright, so we are going to investigate the Sylphs, see if perhaps we can be on good terms with them, and make sure they don't summon their primal, because that would be very bad for Gridania. Hopefully, we can actually deal with this in a peaceful manner unlike the Amalja. That would be absolutely incredible. So then, we need to head out to Gridania, specifically to the Adder's Nest, and we can get started. Let's see. So, my original plan for this weekend, for this coming Sunday episode, was going to be doing my Little Chocobo. That being said, I am noticing that this is a really short quest, other than the cutscene. So, we might actually do my Little Chocobo today. It should be relatively quick to do. That'll actually free up this weekend's Sunday, this coming Sunday episode to do perhaps a little bit more in other areas, which would be good. Don't want to fall too far behind in side content. And doing my Little Chocobo will be of a great benefit to us this week, so I'll meet you over at Gridania. We'll finish off this quest, and then we will take on my Little Chocobo. Alright, made it over to Gridania. As we're heading up, I will not say which episode, how long ago, what it was, when it was. I won't give any details about it, but at some point in the past, could be recent, could be a little while ago, I noticed a bit of foreshadowing, which I've actually been actively keeping my eye out for because I knew it existed, and it's a really, really subtle bit of foreshadowing. And I've always been curious when that bit of foreshadowing appears, because I know people have talked about it happens at some point. And I finally figured out, at some point, what the foreshadowing is, and it makes me really excited that I caught it. Obviously, I will be explaining what the bit of foreshadowing is once it's no longer spoilers, but oof. I do love some of the storytelling in A Realm Reborn, even if it is the weakest of the expansions. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... beg pardons, 'tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Eider's Nest? I am here to help. Are we even able to do my Little Chocobo because it comes from you? We can. Good. Alright then, now that we've made our way back to the Eider's Nest, let's pick this up and see what it is. Versailles believes it's past time you were issued a personal chocobo. Private Lancy, I understand you have been working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You are truly an example to your fellow serpents. But tell me, have you ever felt as though you couldn't get to your destination quickly enough? That perhaps you could do with a swifter pair of legs? If so, you might consider getting a personal chocobo. You have yet to be issued your own bird, am I correct? Given your considerable talents, you should be able to obtain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must obtain a Serpent Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the Quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to our man Singer, and he will furnish you with a suitable bird. Alright, well, we happen to have picked up a few of those seals just by completing some main story quests. Specifically, completing the quest where we joined the Twin Adders. We got 300 seals out of that, and I believe that should be sufficient. Not you. You? You who I'm looking for. We want a Serpent Chocobo issuance. We need 200 seals. We get 300 for the from the main story. Easy peasy. Now that we have it, let's go get ourselves a Chocobo. And we will finally have mounts at last. Alright, Singer should be over here. Hello there. It's just whichever Chocobo keep is in the city of your grand company. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your Serpent Chocobo issuance. Don't worry, I've got it in here somewhere. There you are. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. And here he is! The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Quack! Don't worry, I have just the name in mind, and if you know me well enough, you're going to groan. Alright, the name we are going to be going with is... Wait, hang on, I'm having second thoughts. There's actually a few other possible names I'm considering. I'm changing my mind. You're gonna be named Juniper. Oops. There we go. Hello there, Juniper, the Chocobo. Quack! And there they go. Alright, Singer, thank you for this. Heh, I dare say they like their name. Here's your very own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive them if they don't respond when summoning crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo Rider's License, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. We now have our own personal mount. We do not have to rent Chocobos ever again. You can use a Chocobo whistle to acquire the action to summon your personal Chocobo. Unlike rental Chocobos, there is no time limit regulating how long you may remain on Chocobo back. Remember, however, there are areas such as highly populated cities and narrow dungeons that your Chocobo will refuse to enter. The action to summon your Chocobo can be set to your hotbar and is located within your mount guide, found under character in the main menu. Chocobo armor, or barding, can be equipped via the companion interface situated in the character section of the main menu. So let's head on out into the central shroud just so we can show this off real quick. First off, we need to use the Chocobo whistle that we are given. Whenever we get a new mount, we need to use the mount item to unlock it, to officially unlock it. Now we can go into mount guide, and we're going to set this to our hotbar. We're going to set this to... where on the hotbar do we want to go? Nope. Let's go this way. Minion Roulette will be on the left. Chocobo will be on top. Using the company Chocobo action, we can board our Chocobo and run around to our heart's content. While on Chocobo back, a Chocobo icon will appear in your status effects bar. You can dismount your Chocobo at any time by selecting this icon or by reselecting the action you use to mount your steed. Use the Chocobo whistle to summon your steed again. So yeah, we have mounts. We have mounts! It finally happened! We finally have mounts! We can move so much faster now! This is going to be a huge help as we progress through the main story. I am so excited. Alright then, let's get back into town. And next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we are here in Gridania. We are ready to start talking with the Sylphs, see what needs to be done to ensure peace, and see what they know about the primals. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we will not be starting the investigation quite yet. We're going to take a quick detour before we officially begin investigating, because it is time to check out Archer level 20. Do we have any new gear? We do have new gear. Alright then, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, To Catch a Poacher.